Is this another DoorDash disastrous partnership? Well, in today's video, we're going to go over a new partnership that they just made with Klarna, which is a fin company that offers buy now, pay later options for people ordering through the DoorDash platform. What can possibly go wrong with this one too? Well, I've been doing DoorDash for over 6 years and over 16,000 deliveries, and I've seen my share of DoorDash disasters, including the one that they just announced a couple of days ago with them partnering with the Dollar General. This time, they are making it more convenient for people to spend money and money they don't have. Well, we are going to go over all the details of this new partnership with DoorDash. And we are also going to go over the positives and why this is such a disaster. Okay, let's get into the details of this partnership. So for those of you who don't know what Klarna is, they are a fin company and they offer buy now, pay later options, usually in 4 different installments. If you do a lot of online shopping, most likely you have seen them before because they are available on huge websites such as Amazon, Temu, Walmart, Expedia. There are so many other retailers that actually use them, and now they added DoorDash to their mix. So now customers of DoorDash now have the option to buy now and pay later. So DoorDash customers will have the option to either pay in full or to pay in 4 equal installments or postpone the payment to a more convenient time, such as a date that aligns with their paycheck. So essentially, they are deferring payments as a service for food purchases or other merchandise that you can actually purchase on the DoorDash platform. This has become so popular, I guess, of a thing that deferring payments and now in food delivery is now becoming increasingly widespread, and they have already offered it in areas such as Grubhub, and I already mentioned Walmart, and those who bank with JP Morgan Chase. So this announcement comes amid, obviously, we all know the economy and what's been going on, and it has more Americans reluctant to apply for credit cards, mortgages, and car loans. Well, this kind of makes it easier for people to make purchases that they can pay over time. They're really trying to get into the food delivery space. So Klarna defended its business models in another post, saying that because it does not charge interest, it relies on customers paying on time as opposed to credit cards. Those who miss payments are cut completely off, a practice that leaves 99% of its lending repaid. So they are really banking on customers either paying it, and if they don't pay it, they cut them completely off, and then they can't use their services any longer. So this is the partnership DoorDash now has, and it is making it more convenient for everyday customers to defer payments. So what is your initial reaction to this new partnership? So what are the positives? When I was thinking of this, I'm thinking, okay, and I guess this is the online shopper in me thinking, well, if I'm going to go through DoorDash and order something from Best Buy, maybe I want to buy a whole new laptop computer and it's hundreds of dollars. Well, now I have the convenience of splitting it up in 4 easy payments, so I don't dish out $800 to $1,000 right then and there. I kind of keep my money and I can pay it over time. And without interest, to me, that's actually better than a credit card, right? So that's definitely a positive. And then I was also thinking for those people who do large grocery orders, I can think a couple of my customers. I personally don't do this. I like to shop for myself. But if you're running up a $200 to $300 grocery bill, I'm assuming you would be able to pay it over 4 months. Granted, it's only one shopping bill. I don't know what you would do for the remaining of the month, but it is an option for customers who are trying to do large grocery bills. So when you think of large purchases, I guess this can be very convenient as long as you remember that you have a payment and you actually pay it on time and you continue to pay it and don't forget about it, which I think a lot of people are in trouble of even paying their credit card bills. So that's where we're going to get right into the negative right now. How is this a complete disaster? Another one coming in from DoorDash. Well, let's put it this way. How do you split your Big Mac meal into 4 easy payments? Can you imagine someone splitting their Big Mac meal over 4 months? Wow, that's the only thing I can say to that. But that's the first thing that comes to my mind, is someone ordering that much food that they would have to split it over 4 months. Like, wow. I mean, I guess if we were doing a large order or catering, that would come into place. But the average everyday person, like you or me, that orders $30, $40 for their family, it now becomes $10 every month. But what happens if you're a habitual DoorDash customer and you're fantastic and you order 2 or 3 times a week? What happens then? I'm probably gonna get some flack for this next statement, but if you have to use this for regular delivery, most likely you shouldn't be using the DoorDash platform, at least in my opinion. If you have to split it up in 4 payments, should you be really spending money on this app for the convenience of getting food delivered from a restaurant to your house? Don't you think you should actually just go pick it up? To me, DoorDash thinks it helps many people order more, so they get more profits and they get more money as a company. And hey, it's a win-win for DoorDash, right? However, if a customer is splitting their payments into 4 payments, usually it's because they really can't afford it. I get it. Believe me, the way that the economy is right now, but they are DoorDash is single-handedly making people spend more money that they don't have and putting more people into debt. Essentially, DoorDash is lining their pockets while customers are losing their shirts off their backs. And this is coming off of an announcement just the other day of the ways DoorDash is helping SNAP and EBT customers with the Dollar General partnership. Talk about something that is a complete opposite of what they are just partnering with. Let's put more people in debt and then they will help them spend their SNAP EBT benefits through the platform as well. Hence the disaster. Does DoorDash really care that customers are going to be spending more money? No, because they want more money. That's the whole entire point of this partnership. It allows it to be more, it allows them to have more access, customers to have more access to be buying on the DoorDash platform. And I feel like saying, customers, open your eyes, please open your eyes, because these payments can put you further behind on the backs of DoorDash. So, what do you think of this new partnership? Do you think that is a positive and DoorDash is really trying to help customers and make it affordable for everybody? Or do you think it is a complete disaster and it's going to put more people in more debt? Let me know. I didn't really go into how it affects the driver. I don't really think it affects us. We might see more orders because it becomes more affordable for customers. I don't know. I don't see that happening either. But let me know how you feel about this whole situation. And I talked earlier in this video about the new partnership with Dollar General. You are going to want to watch this one next to figure out what a disaster it really is.